What is up, guys? It's your boy Aerologic. So today I was listening to some Kyle, right? And I noticed how fucking happy his song is.
Girl, why are you playing with me?
I was listening to Play With Me featuring Kalani, and that should go hard. So today I wanted to replicate that exact vibe with a tutorial on how to produce like Kyle, how to produce like Lil Yachty. Those two virtually have the same vibe, so I'm just gonna go with that. Let's jump right in.
First thing we gotta do is set the background to Lil Yachty and Kyle. Now this is especially important because it's been proven that if you can see your inspiration, you will most likely be able to replicate it. So what exactly are we looking at here? So you see their motherfucking faces, man? Like, they look happy as shit, right? This is what we're trying to replicate in our beat. So now let's get into it. Let's get into it. So first thing we gotta do is pull up a piano. I'm just really lazy, so I'm just gonna pull up FL keys. I mean, if you got like a Nexus preset that sounds happy as shit, you know what? Go for that one, cause I'm sure that's a lot better than what I got. So next thing we gotta do is we gotta like make a piano melody, but I got one made already cause I like to cheat. Okay, so this is what I got here so far. It's really basic. You literally just see 3 chords repeated over and over again. Let's see what it sounds like. So yeah, nothing too special, except I like to point out that I added this in, and just these 3 notes change your chords so much because it just adds like such a tiny, minute, but like really important detail. So bear that in mind when you're making these chords. Always just throw in a little bit surprises here and there just to keep it a little bit interesting. So the next thing we gotta do is we gotta add in a kick. So the kick we're looking for right now is something hella punchy, you know, like something that's just gonna like knock you off your ass kind of kick, if you know what I'm saying. So let's see what we got here. No, that's 2, it's crazy. This one's pretty good. I fuck with this one. Okay, so next thing we gotta do is do your generic trap pattern. Okay, that's pretty good. I fuck with that. Alright, make sure this is actually labeled. Okay, so the next thing we gotta do is add in a snare. So this doesn't have to be too complicated either. Just find something that has a shit ton of high end and a decent mid. So like maybe this snare is pretty good. These two are virtually the same thing. Okay, just throw that in the middle there. Repeat it like 10 times. See what we got. That's pretty good. That's not bad. I fuck with that. Okay, so the next thing we gotta do is 808s. Now this is a pretty important part because this is what gets the beat lit. Like, this is what adds the sauce. Now find an 808 that really stands out. Nothing too crazy, but something that still cuts through. I guess this one's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna start off really high initially because I wanna be able to hear the notes of the 808 when it's at all the way down here. It's really hard to tell if it's in key or not, so I'm gonna just throw it up here just to tune it. forgot to mention, before you start playing with these 808s, you really gotta get rid of the delay and the attack that it comes with it, because it kind of fucks up with the timing of the notes. So you want something that looks along the lines of this. Okay, so after like a minute of tweaking around, this is what I've finally come up with. Not bad. Although I would still like to add a bit more punch, more meat to that, but we'll get to that later. Okay, so the next thing we gotta do is add our hi-hats. So this is the part of the track that really drives the top end. It like fills that extra sound that doesn't usually get filled up with any other sound. So we're just gonna pick your stereotypical hat, like something like that. That's pretty good. Let's use that. So let's just throw in this really generic loop right here. I'm only using this, like, I'm spending like maybe a minute doing all this, but you guys can really just go ham. This is just something that kind of just, it works. It already works. Like, you don't have to take my word for it. Like, you guys could go ham with these hats. I don't really care. Anything that fits your preference. Okay, so that's pretty good. We'll keep that for now. So let's hear what it sounds like all together. It's kind of slow. Let's move it up. Let's bump it to like 150. Okay, maybe a bit too fast. Yeah, fuck with that. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw in some EQ on the kick. Maybe reverb on the piano. Okay, this 808 definitely needs to be way bigger. Like, I can't hear shit. Add some wave shaper, yada. Jesus. Close out that top end. Okay, and this is what it sounds like after I added the effects. Damn, that is happy as shit, and it goes hard. That's how we do it. Before I end this video, if anyone knows Lil Yachty, hit him up for me, cause I want to do a song with him. I know we could work very well together. Peace.